Sean Diddy homes raided in LA and Miami. This dude has a house in Holmby Hills. I knew Diddy was a well-paid Negro, but goddamn, a house in Holmby Hills? Holmby Hills is the richest of the richest. Like, you don't get no more wealthy than Holmby Hills. Not in Southern California. That brother made a lot of money, but no matter how much money you make, at some time, at some point, you're gonna have to pay up, nigga. You can't be a scumbag forever. Not in today's time. So we gonna get into it. We're gonna play around. We're gonna talk about it. Diddy been arrested. We're gonna talk about it. Not arrested. He was not arrested. Diddy was not arrested. His shit was seized. He was raided. And the raid is actually still going on now. Them raids could take all goddamn night. Um, let me give you guys let me give you guys the bottom ticker, and then we're gonna get started. So Diddy's home seized by Homeland is sit. So what's gonna happen with this? What's gonna happen with this? What is going to happen with this? Um, well, I think let's get into it. What I see is this is part of a larger play. This ain't got nothing to do with Keefe D. I don't think this has anything to do with Keefe D. When I read the news so far, the news has said this has to do with human trafficking, and they've also reported that that's the he has other things going on that they've been investigating, and they've been investigating him now for. They said this is an ongoing investigation, and this has been going on for months. So far, that's all that we know as far as what they're reporting and what they're saying. So far, we are 2 hours. He got this all this started happening about 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. So they holding things in. But I wanted to come to you because those of you who watch me regularly, and salute to everybody that's watching on Facebook, everybody watching on Twitter or X or whatever bullshit name they call it, YouTube. Thank y'all for joining. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and we are in here. I got 50-50 on Twitter and YouTube right now. So whatever platform you on, retweet it, share it. If you're over on Twitter and you prefer your information be over on YouTube, YouTube is a chat that I'm reading from. I can read the Twitter, the tweets, but I can only respond to Facebook. I mean to YouTube. So if you're over on Twitter, come on over to YouTube if you want to be a part of the family, be a part of the conversation. Come on over to YouTube, Patreon. I got my new music mix up. We have another 100 years of Black American music listening party. It's up right now on my Patreon for all my Patreon subscribers. I'm still gonna get that interview with Miss Alex Brown out to you. I found the audio, but I have to restart the whole edit. It's done. Like I couldn't get it saved in my hard drive, so it's gonna be about another week before I do that edit because this edit's gonna take me about 6 or 7 hours. So that's my people on Patreon. So we're gonna talk about Diddy today, and if you're new to me, I'm also gonna talk about it from the Cardology perspective because I am a certified Cardologer, where I use playing cards. I'm going to use my beat cards today. I use my beat cards in a while. I use playing cards to read what's going on with people, to read the personalities, and also what's going on in their lives at this time in their life. And for those of you who've been listening for a long time, I've been following this Diddy story. A month. If you go to my video on Diddy, I did October 3rd on this very YouTube channel. You will see this is the reading I did for Diddy right before his birthday. And I said, and I told you guys, Diddy was going to face legal troubles this year. And we talked about that before Cassie. Cassie came out in November. I read it in October that he's going to be in for legal battles. And this is the year that Puffy's going to have to pay what he owes. And the reason why I was able to firmly say that, although my card readings are for entertainment purposes only, remember, this is just entertainment. You ain't gotta believe it. You ain't gotta lie, Craig. You ain't gotta lie, Craig. You ain't gotta believe it. So this is all just entertainment and horseplay, okay? Well, I see why I don't read these B cards. It's missing a card. Let's throw these in the trash. I'm gonna look through one more time before I throw them in the trash. But I saw that Diddy was in a Six of Diamonds year, and when you're in a Six of Diamonds year, that means it's time to pay what you owe. It is time to pay what you owe. And that means if you've been doing right by people, it'll be a very rewarding year for you. Very rewarding year for you. The Six of Diamonds is a tax collector. There are two schools of thought on paying taxes. People who've been paying their taxes and overpaying. When tax season comes, guess what? You looking for your refund season. But for those of us who do business and pay into it, we dread tax season because it's like, oh, what do I owe this year? You know? Well, the same can be done with the bank and the tax collector of morality. When you've been fucking over people, when you've been doing people wrong, when you've been an asshole to people, when it's time to pay the taxes in your Six of Diamonds year, them taxes gonna come for your ass. And Diddy usually likes things coming for his ass, but I don't think he likes this kind of thing coming for his ass. Usually the kind of things he like coming for his ass is, I'm not gonna say the word because it's nasty. So it was easy to see what was coming in, what was in line for Diddy's year, because he's been an asshole for a long goddamn time to a lot of people. So when you've been fucking people over and this card comes up in your year, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. So for my regulars on my YouTube, this is an ongoing discussion that we've been having now for about 6 months. Well, longer than that. I've been kind of talking about Diddy in the cards for about almost a year now, which is crazy to me because I've never been interested in Diddy. I never liked his music. He's not an interesting person. Never been a fan. I don't care whether he wins or loses. I don't hate him. Don't love him. He's just a persona non grata to me. But for some reason, the cards have had me paying attention to him the last year. So it's interesting what's going on. Anyway, I want to say welcome to the chat room. I want to say welcome to the chat room. Everybody that's up here, Be Original, Ben Frank, Curtis Dumore, yep. Curtis Moore, yeah, I did another show. Did he do it? Yep. That's another one I did on Diddy. A reading show I did. So that's what we hear. That's what we here talking about. That's what we here talking about. He said, "No way out for Puff Dookie and the family." Hey man, y'all niggas are stupid in the chat room, dog. Chill. He just did this dude. Did Jeff Smith just say Puff Dookie? That's funny. Oh shit. Oh my god. Anyway, that's what we talking about here today. And so what we gonna do is, what I need y'all to do is take the time right now, hit the share button, send it to your tweet it out, all that good stuff. Also, what I need from you guys, I need you to go to DewanB.com. Go to DewanB.com right now, and let's go there together. Let's go there together. Let's go there together. Go to DewanB.com. For you new niggas around here, yes, I do a lot. I got my documentary series. I'm still taking my GoFundMe for. We are filming episode 2 actively. Oh yeah, I just got a good donation. Looks like we just got a new sponsor. Yes. So we are almost there at 10,000. I need to get to 10,000. I need to get to 10,000. And when I get to 10,000, that's when we will have everything we need for episode 2 to come out. So I need you guys' help. Thank y'all. But go to DewanB.com. You go from there. You can go to my shop. You can get this beautiful hoodie I have on right now to support the movement. My John Henry Clark. Black people don't owe anybody anything but an ass whooping. My Black American Music Family Tree. The artwork, you can get that. You can also go to breakthroughcards.com right now to book your reading. And so all this is going on right now. I appreciate y'all. So let's get into it. Again, thanks for all the new people coming in on Twitter, but I'm a different kind of nigga, right? We talking about Diddy and his home raided by Homeland Security, but I'm also a mystical ass nigga, so we're gonna look at cards. And today, I'm gonna introduce a new part of my cards to y'all that I've never done for you guys in public, and that's gonna be shadow cards. The shadow, we all have a shadow self, and the shadow self is the person that we running from. That side of yourself that you don't want to face. And we're gonna look into Diddy's shadow today and see, nigga, there is nowhere to run, homeboy. Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. You can't hide no dookie this time, Diddy. But so Josh said Diddy got dildos sewn in his car seats. So let's go. I appreciate that. The music doctor. I appreciate that. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I appreciate that start. So Diddy, let me play you guys. This is local LA news. This is local LA news about his home being raided. And let's break this part down, all right? I want y'all to see this. And then we're going to talk about it.
Well, there's certainly a lot of activity out here. We've seen dozens of police vehicles going into the area. You can see
it's
happening right there behind me. They're also getting support from local law enforcement, and this is being handled by Homeland Security. Now, the searches, as you said, are being carried out at Diddy's properties as part of a federal investigation into human trafficking. And all of this is being handled by the office from the Southern District of New York. Diddy has been hit with 4 lawsuits accusing him of sexual abuse in recent months, and he has denied all of those accusations. Now there's a lot of activity here, and this is also going on at the other end of the country as well, in Miami. There's also a raid at a home there. A news release issued just a short while ago says that earlier today, Homeland Security, New York, executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation, and that's with assistance from Homeland Security Los Angeles and Homeland Security in Miami, along with local law enforcement partners. And that's about all they say. They're not really giving out any more details about what they're looking at, but that apparently is some of what they're trying to investigate, these issues of human trafficking. Now, we did speak to some people here. A lot of fans are showing up, including one person who says he's seen a lot of activity around here and wondered what was going on.
I see girls just hanging outside and to be honest, I don't even know what they're doing. Out late night, and sometimes I'm leaving around 5 a.m. at my friend Will's house, and they're just leaving at 6 a.m. in the morning as well. So I never really thought anything of it. Could have friends over, a big party. It just happened every week.
And again, you can see a lot of activity here, a lot of law enforcement. Again, Homeland Security out of New York is handling this. There are a lot of agents here from New York actually who came in just for this, and they're being assisted by Homeland Security here in Los Angeles. And also, as we said, there's also activity, a raid at a home in Miami. Now, all they're saying is that the investigation has been ongoing for several months. Right now, they're not saying anything about any arrests or imminent, so we're waiting for them to give us more information. Reporting live from Holmby Hills, I'm Colonel Scott, ABC 7.
So yeah, I recorded that just on my phone. That's why the audio was a little messed up. I didn't feel like getting off my couch. I just zoomed in from my couch and recorded it from my phone. So yeah, you got what you got. But that was here, local ABC 7 News here in Los Angeles at 3:10. About 40 minutes ago was when that was filmed. So let's go with it. So Diddy's home was raided, and you see they're talking about human trafficking. See, this is a lesson for you for black men, and specifically for two kinds of black men: the swirlers that think that everything is good, and I'm not here to dick police. I'm not telling you what to do, what not to do. All right, I'm just giving you a warning because it happens to two kinds of. I just pay attention to trends. These are the style black men this happened to. One, the swirler who can't get enough of that white thing, Bill Cosby. And I'm not here to defend or none of that. You have your own opinions. I don't give a fuck. To you new niggas watching, let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck what you think about any of these niggas, all right? I speak of things from just watching how things work and giving my opinion. I don't give a fuck how you feel about none of that. Just make it very clear. So when it comes to those kind of black men, the other type black men this happened to, black men that abuse their power and they deal with underage women and they're abusive to women. Black men, we're still in the United States of America. We cannot play the games the white boys play. No matter where you live. Now they always say it's a classism thing. Let me show you something. let's talk about this real quick, all right? And this is for you young niggas watching. This is Uncle DeWan talking, all right? Diddy lives in Holmby Hills, not too far from what used to be the Playboy Mansion. Diddy, at that Playboy Mansion, Diddy would they did everything they wanted to do at that Playboy Mansion. That white man used to host political parties there. He used to host all kinds of dinners for the Lakers. You know what I mean? Let me I'm trying to pull up the address right now. Let me see. Playboy. Here we go. I went to one party there. Charing Cross. That's where the Playboy Mansion is, over on Charing Cross. That's where it is. Diddy was right down the street from the former Playboy Mansion. And at that Playboy Mansion, all kinds of degeneracy, bullshit, nonsense, anything you can think of went on. Anything you can think of. What Diddy's doing, and not to compare worse or better, but what Diddy's doing, as deplorable as I think it is, I think Diddy's a deplorable person. So I have no doubt deplorable things are going on in that home. No doubt. It ain't what was going on in that Playboy mansion. It ain't that. Goddamn near guarantee you, it ain't that. So that goes to show you, it ain't necessarily about class. You dig what I'm saying? It ain't necessarily about money. And you niggas that make a lot of money thinking y'all gonna do what the white boys do, let Puff Daddy or Diddy, or the fuck his name is, today or tomorrow or the next day, let him be your guide. You can't play with them, homeboy. He's on Mapleton Street. Matter of fact, his home is on the same block as the Playboy Mansion used to be. Yeah, look at this. Because, okay, where's Charing Cross? Okay, yeah. The Playboy Mansion was on Charing Cross. Let me look at this. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. Diddy's house is right here. The former Playboy Mansion is right here. They damn near share backyards. Where Diddy's current house is and the former Playboy Mansion. They've since knocked it down. Well, no, the Playboy Mansion. Where was it? Yeah, it was right here. This used to be it. Where my mouse is to the right. You see where that flat land is? That used to be the Playboy Mansion. Diddy's house is 2 houses over. Same block, same neighborhood. Both degenerates, but the niggas about to go down. You can't do what they do. Black men, although we've been done wrong, although we've been enslaved, although a mind trick has been played on us, although we've been fucked over, that still don't give us carte blanche to do what was done to us. We're the grown-ups on this planet. We've been here the longest. Just because you've been fucked over, just because Diddy, just because you was fucked by Clive Davis, don't mean you had to fuck Usher allegedly. Allegedly. I don't give you the right. You can't go around talking about some black man is God, black woman is God, you hotep niggas, and not carry with that the authority and responsibility of being God, of what being a God is. A gracious God, a gracious Lord, a gracious King. You want to call yourself king? Well, there's 2 types of kings. You got the king that take care of their kingdoms, nurture their kingdoms, give to their kingdoms. You know, they're the ones who ingratiate themselves to their kingdoms. You know, for whatever flaws they may have. You know, and then you got other kings that abuse their kingdoms. And the kings that abuse their kingdoms tend to lose their kingdoms. You know what I'm saying? Kings that abuse their kingdoms lose their kingdoms. That's what happened when the Moors got to doing too much in Europe. The Moors came in enlightening people, bringing alcohol, medicine, mathematics, the number system, the card system, music, technology, alchemy, algebra. But after a while, them Dragonmores came in. They came in being very abusive to the people. And their abuse got the people to turn on them. And kingdom by kingdom, the Moors lost their 700-year stranglehold on Europe because niggas was being abusive. The United States, with all of its abuse it's been having around the world, in the last really since the start of the century, since 9/11, has been losing its iron grip on the world. England, they've been losing their colonies left and right for the last 60 years. Abuse of power. Abuse of power, even when it comes to the white man, the abuse of power can only stay around for so long. Diddy been abusing his fucking power. You can't go around black men. You can't go around saying, "What up, King? What up, God?" And then as soon as you get the king position, you want to act like a white man. All right. All right, nigga. You only got so long before you got to pay the piper. Diddy better call Russell Simmons and be like, okay, yeah. Before that nigga's passport get expired, I hope. Well, I don't hope because I want to see his ass if he's done what they said he's done. I want to see his ass go to jail, sit right there next to Suge Knight. But that nigga better watch it. So yeah, we can't get in these seats of power and abuse it. We don't get fucked up. Let's think about it. Name the black man that's been able to hold any kind of mainstream seat of power and abuse it and die clean. And notice how they're getting Diddy on human trafficking. Notice that. The Mann Act. Taking women across state lines. That's how they got Jack Johnson. That's how they got R. Kelly. That's how they got Chuck Berry. Remember, Chuck Berry went to prison too. They always go after niggas that swirl, niggas that want underage girls, and niggas that abuse their power, mostly with women. Yet, you got niggas that still want to turn around and abuse their power when they get a chance. Ha ha ha. Yeah. This is deep. Oh, what's up, Tasha, in the chat room? Hey, Tasha, I've been writing. It's working, Tasha. The pen is working. It's working. Thank you. I looked up Tasha and yeah. This pen ain't been working though. Let me see. Yeah, this pen ain't working though, Tasha. We gotta talk. This will be working like a motherfucker. But anyway, so Diddy is going through having to pay the piper. So let's go into Diddy's cards. I'm gonna do something different this time now. I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Y'all know Y'all know that usually, and I'm going to read his yearly card, but I'm also going to do something else. I'm going to do something I haven't done for y'all before. I'm going to read Diddy's shadow card. And we all have a shadow card. And what is a shadow card? The shadow, we all have a shadow self. The shadow self is that dark side of you, or what you deem a dark side. It's that part of you that you aren't proud of. It's that part of you that you be trying to run from. It's a part of you that you be trying to hide from other people. And through your cards, what's up, Famously Blacker? Said, take my time. I will take my time. I will take my time. And so I've been doing some study on this, and I've been doing some readings on this. So I feel that it's time to come to y'all with my shadow readings. Now's the time to do it. I've been kind of holding this in my back pocket from y'all. But in the shadow is, we all have a shadow self, a side of us that we try to run from, try to avoid. And growth and maturity isn't running from your shadow. You got to face your shadows. And again, I ain't talking as the expert. That's why my tagline is this: there are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages for those willing to pick up the game. I've been getting some dope ass downloads for messages, but sometimes I don't be living my life all the way right. You dig what I'm saying? Well, I'm a human, and nor do I want to live my life all the way right. I'm a fuck up. God damn it. And when I fuck up, I'm be like, nigga fucked up. Or if it's part of my life that I haven't conquered yet, that's still an issue, then shit, still an issue. Because guess what's gonna happen? When you solve one issue of yours, guess what the fuck gonna happen next? The next issue gonna come. So as long as you living, you're going to have shadow issues to deal with. So today, I'm about to, through using Diddy as my canvas, we're going to talk about how to integrate your shadow self with who you really are, with who actually, because both of them are who you are. We're going to talk about integrating your shadow self, the person that you run from, with the person that you call yourself to be. All right? So let's get into it. So Diddy, when you look into his cards here for the year, these are his yearly cards. Do you see that Six of Diamonds reward? That's where I was able to basically predict he's going to have issues this year. And the reason why I knew the issues were going to be legal was this Seven of Clubs here in Saturn. Saturn is some of your deeper down consequences you're going to have to face if you've been on the lower side of life. If you've been living on the higher side of life, Saturn can show where you can reap some positive karma. But Saturn is the planet of karma. And the Seven of Clubs is the card of courtroom battles. So going back to my original read on Diddy, when I predicted he was going to have a very tough year legally, it was, to make it very clear, just make clear about my readings, it was a six of diamonds that I saw in his reward position, and that Seven of Clubs that I saw in the Saturn position. That all but let me know, brother man about to be in court this year. All right? And it's funny he went to court today, because the card of the day, guess what today, March 25th, every March 25th, and if you want to find for sure, if you want to know how to find your birthday card, and you want to find out what the card of the day is, all you got to do is this. Everything's in above board science. I teach this shit. I got students that are in here. They will vouch for you about this discipline. Again, for entertainment purposes only. You go to DewanB.com, and then you'll go here, and then find your birthday, and that'll tell you the card of the day. So today is March 25th. You go down March, and then you come to the 25th. Jack of Clubs. You see that Jack of Clubs on the March 25th classroom? Let's zero in. You see March 25th right there? That is Jack of Clubs. So today is a Jack of Clubs day. And guess what? Diddy's Pluto card for the year is Jack of Clubs. Your Pluto card is your opposition. That's kind of like that thing you fighting. That thing that's in your subconscious that you fighting. That's your Pluto card. Your Pluto card is something that you're dealing with down deep inside. And his Pluto card is the Jack of Clubs. So I find it coincidental that he got his home rated on a Jack of Clubs day. And the Jack of Clubs plays mind games with you. The card of if there was that song by the Ghetto Boys, my mind's playing tricks on me. And that was a sample from I think Isaac Hayes. I think that was an Isaac Hayes song that song sample. But you remember the song "My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me"? Jack of Clubs, Five of Clubs, those cards, Three of Clubs. Those are some "My Mind is Playing Tricks on Me" as cards. If you're not grounded, you got to be grounded. If you're grounded, you're gonna be good. But if you're not grounded, so this is some of the shit Diddy's dealing with. So let's go into Diddy's shadow card. Diddy's shadow card is a four of diamonds. Remember what I was telling you about the shadow card. The shadow card, your shadow self, who you are at your shadow self, that's who you're running from. That's that person that in your mind you think, oh, it's either bad or it's not good enough or that'll get me harmed. But we all have this thing that follows us along that we're ashamed of, don't want to address, or we may not be ashamed with it, but we don't want to deal with it. That's your shadow. But that shadow pops up, and when you don't want to deal with your shadow, it pops up at the wrong time. But when you learn how to integrate yourself with your shadow, when you learn how to fuse yourself with your shadow and work with your shadow, work with your dark side. You know, we all have a dark side and a light side. The key is to work with your darkness, with the evil that's within. We all got an evil side, but niggas is always trying to run from it and don't run from that shit. Face it and deal with it. So Diddy's shadow side is a four of diamonds. The four of diamonds. One thing about the four of diamonds is it seeks stability. But here's how that. Let me show you how that opposes who Diddy is, and I'm going to show you his cards juxtaposed to his cards. All right, let's sit down. I'm not going to be reading the chat room for a while, so y'all can type away in the chat if you want, but I'm not going to be reading the chat for a little bit until I'm done with this particular channel that I'm on right now. When I'm done with this part, I'll come back and read the comments in the chat. But right now, I'm going to work on these cards. And when I go to work with these cards, I can't be fucking distracted. But you guys can have at it in the chat room. All right? So anyway, these are the low side, the lower side. Let me switch these around for my sake. Let me switch these around for my sake. Take that down. The high one is Diddy's son card. That's who he is. That's who he incarnated as. He is a three of diamonds. His shadow card is a four of diamonds. And so who Diddy is, who he knows himself to be, the person that he's accepted of him is his son card. And that's a trouble starter, but very boisterous, very loud, three of diamonds are very boastful. They like starting shit, but they're very gargantuan. You know, Donald Trump is a three of diamonds. Diddy's a three of diamonds. Janet Jackson's a three of diamonds. They're very large personalities. But a four of diamonds usually is more subdued, more balanced, more I'll sit in the pocket, sit back. You know, I don't mind attention, but I don't need attention. So on one hand, part of Diddy, who he is consciously, is somebody that's rah, rah, rah. I want to be out there. I want to be in public. I want to be the face of everything. But there's a side of him that tells him, you know what? You don't need to be out there. You could be good just being at home. And based on how he's always out there, remember what Suge Knight said? You want a producer that's not always dancing in your videos? Remember, Diddy was a nigga that was dancing in his artist videos. That's what this dude is. This is an attention fiend. But his shadow side is telling him you don't necessarily need that. We all have a light in the dark side. No, it's like what was that? The Flintstones Gazoo, and you have the devil on one shoulder and God on the other shoulder. Remember, like when you watch old episodes of Family Matters, when Urkel would have the good. That's what it is. The cartoons they would tell you what it was. Just like now, as an adult, go and watch The Lion King, story about courage, finding yourself. Bambi, a story about knowing that you're enough. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, a conversation about the seven chakras, colors, and the different beings of yourself. The cartoons always tell you the truth. My favorite recent one was that movie Soul. Go and watch Soul on Disney Plus. Soul. Go watch that. That's another life lesson. When they put that, we have this light in the dark, all of us, and that's why my issue ain't your issue, and your issue ain't the next person's issue. So when you sitting back and you judging the next person for the issue, nigga, that ain't your thing to deal with. All right? Get out of your fucking ego. Everybody got their thing. The key is to deal with your thing. What the fuck is going on in your shadow that you running from? Because your shadow is pushing past your ego and trying to bring you real balance. See, your ego is your Venus and your Mars card. When I read your Venus card, that's what you want in life. See, he has a Seven of Hearts, and Seven of Hearts has to look good. Seven of Hearts is polished, it's pretty, it's clean, and that's in his Venus position. And Seven of Hearts also pushes boundaries. So he has a boundary pushing, but if I'm a negative person, if I want to play on him, you appeal to, like, just say if you're not even negative, just say you're a salesperson and you're reading cards and you want to appeal to somebody's ego. You appeal to their Venus card. And in his Venus card is telling me, that's why I do sales consultations with businesses all the time. Okay, how do you want to approach this thing? And you can find it in the cards. So you appeal to a three of diamonds through status. Donald Trump. See, if you know your cards, you also know your weaknesses. You see what I'm saying? And when you know your weaknesses, you can then thwart and build protections around your weaknesses and do things. Card reading isn't some, I'm going to pray to God and hope that God does it. No, nigga. Card reading is saying this is that aspect of you that can be a problem. Do something to solve it, nigga. This is still active work. You don't come to me from no fucking card reading and think that, God's gonna solve it. No, nigga. The cards say this is what your black ass need to do to solve your issues, all right? This is not an escape. For people that don't know what card reading is, this is not an escape from responsibility and accountability. No, when you come for a card reading, you learning so you can be accountable and do it. That's what this shit is. It ain't no hocus pocus, nigga. Well, anyway, you appeal to Diddy and you get into Diddy through that Seven of Hearts because he has to look good. He has to shine. he'll do whatever it takes to shine. And then he got that 7 of diamonds in his Mars. That's financial, ups and downs. But it's also it's 7 of diamonds also has to shine. But Mars is challenges. That shows you some of his challenges is not shining. That's his challenge. It's hard for him to deal with. Not being able to shine is a major issue for Diddy. Just him having to go and be arrested. Just say if he never got arrested and went to prison and nothing happened from here. The fact that his image is getting torn and tarnished the way it is right now, you can goddamn guarantee if you, I pray for anybody around Diddy. Y'all got held. He is not a good person to be around right now because he ain't shining. But here's the thing about it. Mars is your challenge. It doesn't define you. It's something for you to grow past. Because when you get to his Saturn card, Jack of Hearts, ultimately, that's a lot. That's instead of his Saturn years at 54 years old, that's where he is right now. He just entered his Jack of Hearts year. That's why it came out that album Love. He really just wants to be loved. But Diddy's pathway to love in his mind, the way Diddy sees love is through shining and being the man in the video. That's the way he sees love. But if he embraced his shadow self, that 4 of diamonds is a shadow card. The shadow card needs to be reassured from within. The 4 of diamonds doesn't need outside people to tell it it's good. The 4 of diamonds has to know it's good from within. The 4 of diamonds is a card of sturdiness. It's the card of balance. It's the card of integrity. And integrity is a job that's done from within. When you look at a high-rise building, you see the high-rise. The thing that holds that high-rise together is the integrity of its foundation. The 4 of diamonds is a foundation that's internally validated, not externally. But as you can see how Puffy lived his life, he's always in constant need of external validation. That's why he always had to be the one dancing in the fucking video. Sit your ass down, nigga, and hire somebody to dance. But no, you got to be out front. Why? Because he did not face his shadow self. He's running from this. You come to me with a reading, nigga, I'm going to tell you, no, this is your shadow. Let's integrate who you know yourself to be with the side of you that you're running from. If Diddy faced his shadow self, he can still shine. He doesn't have to give up shining. He doesn't have to give up looking good. But if he understands that shining it all starts from within, if he understands that will most likely, again, nothing's guaranteed, because we all play our cards out the way we play them. But through him knowing internally that his peace comes from within, maybe that changes how he goes about appeasing his vices. 7 of Hearts. The constant need for validation and love. His vices. Pluto card. The need for unity. But you cannot have a strong unity without being united with yourself first. You got to embrace your shadow self. You got to find out who that is. Matter of fact, you already know who that is. But you scared of it. Chat room, can you niggas stop being idiots for 2 seconds? I go back to look at the chat. You niggas is y'all funny. Hell yeah, Diddy's a habitual line stepper. So the key is to face your shadow self. You got to face your shadow self. Because think about it. Who you are in your shadow is just an aspect of who you are. It doesn't define you. Okay? It's not nothing to be afraid of. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's nothing to run from. It just is. This nigga said Diddy shadow wearing makeup. Hey, Diddy shadow look at himself from his ass when he getting dug out. Diddy shadow like looking at himself, look at men dig each other out. Diddy be like, oh, look at me looking at the men's. Yeah, hit the Cash App. Hit the Cash App. Thank you for that, Star. Thank you for the reminder. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me put the Cash App up there, $ Dewan Brown. There we go. Hit the Cash App. What the fuck? I don't want it down there. There we go. I don't know why the text box is so fucking stupid big, but hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. But yeah, do any of y'all want to call? Do any of y'all want to get read or call in? Any of y'all want to get read or want to call in? Let me know. Let me turn my Skype on. I got way too much going on down here. I got way too much going on down here. And I don't know why my Cash App is looking so fucking stupid. Hold on, it's being, I'm just gonna make another one. This is fucking stupid. This shit looking stupid. $ Cash App, $. There we go. The other box was looking stupid. I just had to make another one. But yeah, call in 323-744-7425. No, Monique, you can get one about career. It's not just about life. You can get readings about careers, about relationship dynamics. If you have a newborn baby on the way or a child that you're trying to figure out what direction they need to go in or what direction you need to go in. I read all that. Oh, Jay-Z coming. Cornelius Jones. Jay-Z's day is coming later on this year. I kind of read that in the cards later on. Look for Jay-Z. Because Jay-Z's has a 3 of diamonds in his ear. So that tells me part of Jay-Z's downfall is going to be connected with Diddy. And it's probably going to be around these little young gals they fucking around with. It's probably going to be somewhere around that. All right, cool. First call got answered. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name DJ from Texas.
DJ from Texas. What's your birthday?
November 23rd.
So what's on your mind? You got a question?
Yeah, man. I always see you reading the card. I'm a big fan, by the way.
Appreciate it, man.
I always see you reading the cards, and I just never got a chance to just call in. So I just wanted to see what my cards say.
Okay, well, your card is a 10 of hearts. That means you're somebody that you are somebody that gets a lot of inspiration through your emotion. When you feel like an emotional reaction to something, when you feel something, that should be your indication to be pointing in that direction. Okay, when you feel it in your bones, when it excites you emotionally. The thing is to take whatever excites you emotionally and turn it into something and turn it into creativity. Use that for creation. Don't get frustrated. If you find yourself getting frustrated a lot, it's because you're not doing nothing with your emotional energy. You have to access your emotional energy and create things out of it. I'm sure you get some dope ass ideas out of your emotional energy. You just got to do something
Yeah, I
about it.
do.
And then your shadow card, if you're a 10 of hearts, that means your shadow card is a jack of hearts. That means that you probably pull yourself back then. You're somebody that can connect to people emotionally, but it probably scares you. You have a profound impact on people when you open yourself up. So that probably makes it difficult for you to open yourself up and lean into that side of you because you definitely have an effect on people to where, and so, but you got to lean into it. You got to embrace that side of you. You got to be willing. Hold on. God damn. I got a neighbor with a Harley. This nigga want to go down a goddamn alley all loud. Now y'all got to hear this. Hold on. Close my goddamn window. One second. Shit. Hey. Nigga. Shit. Anyway, my bad, y'all. I
Yeah,
got
you
a neighbor.
good. You good.
Man, I told you when that nigga he fell off his Harley about 6 months ago in the alley. I walked away like I didn't see it. I was like, oh. I wasn't gonna help
Right.
him up with all that noise he be making. Why? Anyway, back to you, brother. My bad. Your
No, you
shadow,
good. The one you good.
your shadow card is a jack of hearts. So that means you need to embrace your ability to move people and to speak in front of people. See, Michael Jackson was also 10 of hearts. He was also very extremely shy too, But
Right.
his shadow card was also a jack of hearts. So that means, but you see what he did. Even though he was reserved in person, didn't really like people, when he got in front of people, he put all of his emotion and energy into it, and he leaned into that shadow self that really didn't give a fuck about attention. Michael Jackson really didn't care about no kind of attention.
Right.
So,
Right.
but
At all.
that shows you the power of somebody that leans into their shadow, that embraces their shadow. They end up using that energy and they synthesize who they are in the cut with who they are for real, in their shadow, and in front of people. And in that fusion of synthesizing those two things, that's where your greatness lies.
Okay.
All right?
All right. I appreciate that, man. Once again, big fan of the show. Long time subscriber, man. Keep doing your thing.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
All right.
You have a good one. All right. Next one is Monique. Appreciate the Cash App. 125. 1982. Two of diamonds. Two of diamonds. That's a card. Let me pull it up. No, hold on. Let me pull it up and put it up here for you. This is Monique. Now, did you have a question? I know you. Are you talking about? If you want, and again, for those of you who are new around, if you want a full-on reading, you can always go to breakthroughcards.com. And that's where, because some stuff you may not want to get read in front of everybody. I have, when we go to breakthroughcards.com, we have readings on all levels. You can do a quick introductory 10-minute reading. If you have a quick question, you got my 10-minute readings, you got a 30-minute reading, and a 60-minute reading. Um, First reading I recommend 30 to 60. We also got my relationship counseling packages. Pretty soon I'm gonna get some of my relationship counseling clients to do a video for me to let y'all know how much I love doing the relationship stuff, and also I love reading business. But Monique, I got yours. Um, okay, let me pull yours up. Thank you for the like button, whoever just hit the like. Okay, this is your sun card, Monique. 2 of diamonds. Now, I'm gonna read your sun card and your shadow card, all right? With the 2 of diamonds, um, what you're dealing with right here is you have a personality that can work with people. You know what I mean? You know how to work with, you're at your best when you're working with somebody else and you guys have a common theme. You combining your skills with their skills. But the problem you've been running with in business is you've been running into people who aren't as motivated as you, who aren't where you are with it business wise. You have to change your circle and who you're opening yourself up to in business, Monique. Because for 2 of diamonds to work, both parties got to be strong. You can't have one party pulling the other party's weight. The minute the 2 of diamonds gets out of balance, it's fucked. And I don't want to say you're fucked. What I'm saying is 2 of diamonds, when things are out of balance, it's really hard for y'all to really get things going. Y'all need sturdiness, but you can't be sturdy with somebody who's dirty. You did. Sorry for the corny ass rhyme, but you can't be sturdy with somebody who ain't holding their weight. In other words, You got to be working with people holding their weight. And your shadow card is actually a 3 of diamonds, like Diddy's. So your shadow card is a 3 of diamonds. So what that means is, see, 2 of diamonds, you have to want the 3 of diamonds doesn't mind ruffling things up and starting some shit. And the 3 of diamonds is also out there. So for you have to be willing to ruffle feathers in order to get what you need to get done. If somebody ain't pulling their weight in what you're doing, if you're working with somebody, if you and they're not doing, you have to be willing to say something. You can't play nice. You got to be willing, like, nah, and be willing to shake shit up until it's right. You have to be willing to shake shit up. You cannot run from shaking things up. The 2 of diamonds generally runs from shaking things up. The 2 of diamonds usually just wants things. They want things to be chill. They want things to be in order. They want things to be cool. You know what I mean? And the 2 of diamonds oftentimes avoids direct confrontation. The 3 of diamonds, as your shadow self, needs to embrace direct confrontation sometimes, especially if it's somebody that's messing you over in business. You cannot allow that. You got to be willing to put yourself out there more. So understand that. Understand that. Thank you for that star. Yes, my moderator star in there. She got her. All donations are welcome. But Monique, hopefully that did something. So, mm, mm, okay, yeah. Uh-huh. So hopefully that helps out. That helps out. Um. So anyway, that's what today's lesson is. And we're using Diddy. Again, for those of you new to this channel, we talk about current events. I talk about today's gossip or whatever, whatever. But there's always a point to what I'm talking about. I don't like to just talk about things and leave it out there. I like to study this stuff from different points of views and talk about solutions. See, Diddy His shadow card is the four of diamonds. He's been running from what the four of diamonds brings. And that's peace, internal peace, and internal stability. And when you run from yourself, you run into problems, seeking validation in all the wrong places. Now Diddy's house is getting raided. They probably finding all kinds of butt plugs in that motherfucker now. I'm sure it's all kinds of tapes. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's all kinds of fecal matter on the carpet. Again, it's just entertainment purposes. This is just gossip. This is just gossip. But Diddy, I'm sure it's all kinds of, you know, man funk in certain rooms. I told y'all my story about Diddy in Miami, right? It's funny because he's getting ready in Miami. There's somebody I know, of course, I never reveal my sources when they tell me things. That's why people tell me shit. Hold on. Damn it. There we go. Some under my desk moving. God damn it. Come on now. But I told y'all that story before about Diddy in Miami. Somebody I know went to his house in Miami, and when he answered the door, a certain that a guy that goes by, again, it's just gossip. Just gossip. I don't know. I wasn't there. So I ain't saying I saw shit. I ain't saying it's guaranteed. But I have heard this from people when they said that Diddy has been known to have house guests like the fake Rick Ross and all kinds of man loving activities suspected of going on. Niggas answering the doors in robes and shit. I heard them stories from a few different people. And I'm like, for real? They was like, yeah, be all kind of weird shit going on at the house in Miami. And of course, I've heard about some of the stuff here in LA. Either way it goes, I ain't heard too much good and too much constructive going on outside of fun times, a lot of alcohol, uh, bad music, and dookie activities. So I don't give a damn about what goes on with any of these people that I read. Everybody plays their, and not in a negative way, just that everybody got to play their cards out. And I'm too busy playing my cards out to really care. But at the same time, I like to use these things that happen in public, that happen in the world, as an opportunity to talk about solutions and how we can, through reading other people's cards and seeing people's cards, we can then get a better strategy at how to play our own cards. Because if you play poker like me, if you play blackjack like me, you get better at these games over time. You play spades, the longer you play, the better you get at it. We're always playing our cards. Most of us just don't know it. But when you learn that, first of all, you're in a game and you learn to play your cards, this is my shadow card, Ace of Clubs. When you learn to play and you learn to embrace your shadow, you then can start playing your cards for your highest good and using your cards to avoid the things in life that could be pitfalls and problems. And the aspects of your personality, the aspects of your life that you don't embrace, you'll find out they're not that bad at all. They're not that, well, the thing that you're running from isn't that bad. It's just different than who you say you are. It's a different approach. But remember, all things work through polarity. and a square flat is 180 degrees, polar opposites. You achieve balance through synthesizing and harmonizing the side of you like with the side of you that you don't like. So you ain't got to come to me for a card reading. You can go to an astrologer, numerologist. You can pray to Jesus, pray to Mecca, pray to the Roach God, where the fuck you pray to. Whatever it is, do it in an attempt to be your greatest person. And whatever you think is bad about you is just an aspect of you that you need to lean in on to show a greater side of you. That's all it is. Yeah. You niggas are stupid in the chat room. uh, okay. Okay. Maria Santos, you requesting a message through you? Okay. Well, I must have seen this for a reason. So the fact that I saw this and I was drawn to it means there must be something in there for you. So 8/23, 1950. Three of clubs. Three of clubs. You, as a three of clubs, need to make sure that you all about, as a three of clubs, make sure that you all about you now and what you want. You got to put you first in a lot of ways. Three of clubs, you've been putting yourself for that's a writer's card. You got to write. But the biggest thing is your mental focus. Your mental focus being, overthinking things. If you feel like you're at a point in your life where you're overthinking, I don't know if you feel that way right now, but write it down and focus. Be very clear. Be very clear. You are in your Uranus years, Jack of Clubs. So have fun. That's another thing. You're in the season of your life, Jack of Clubs. You can't at the same time. You have to let go of old things. I see what the message is for you. You've been holding on to some stuff for a long time. With Three of Clubs, people can hold on to things, hold on to grudges. You're in the Jack of Clubs season in your life where it says Uranus back there. That's the season you're in right now. You're in the season of letting go. Let go of old grudges. Let go of old things that have been holding you that you've been holding on to for years. Release, 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 release. That's the message for you. Release. It's nothing on. It's whatever grudge, whatever issue, person, something about yourself that you've been pounding yourself on. Let it go. You are in the season. Let it go. That's what I'm getting from your card, given that you're in the Jack of Clubs season in your life. I read nationwide. I do my readings through Zoom. Carmen said they can create the reasons. You damn right. Three of Clubs, they'll make up a grudge on your ass if they want to. But you're in a season of your life of releasing all that stuff. Just let it go. All right? Let it go. But you can get your readings at thewanb.com. Go to breakthroughcards.com, breakthroughcards.com. But yeah, so Diddy, sorry for your partner. Sorry for your partner. But these are your cards this year, buddy boy. Peak card, King of Spades, the Father of Judgment. You got a Six of Diamonds, the tax collector, time to pay your debts in your spread. And look at these critical positions that it's in. 7 of clubs in Saturn, legal courtroom battles. Queen of clubs, Uranus. That's dealing with the law. And the King of Spades, that's godly judgment. That's God's judgment. And what is God's judgment? It's not some person in the sky saying you. Nah. That's the universe saying you've been given this position. What have you done with it? And had you been on the up and up of people, this would be a beautiful year for you, Diddy. This would probably, if Diddy had done right by people in his 30s, in his 20s, in his 40s, this would be the prime year of his life. But bruh man been fucking up. Ooh, I didn't see that Queen of Spades in support of karma. Ooh, and that Ace of Spades environment. How did I look past the Ace of Spades? Death and rebirth. Oh shit. His environment card is Ace of Spades. That means this era of his life is over. It's time for a new beginning. You got an Ace of Spades in your environment card? That means the current environment that you're used to, over. Now it can get better, it can get worse, but it ain't gonna be the same. Comes down to how you playing your cards out. All right. My wife calling me, so I'm about to get off. I'm about time me to go anyway. I gotta check in and see what's going on. We be trying to plan out this shindig. So I appreciate y'all for listening. She knows I'll call her right back. Appreciate y'all for listening. Get your card readings at DewanB.com. Go to Breakthrough Cards. Donate at DewanB.com right now. You can donate and get it in. So let's go. Let's get it done. And pay attention to your shadow self. Listen to your shadow self. Embrace your shadow self. Embrace who you are. Embrace that thing you're running from. And through harmonizing and synthesizing that thing you're running from, you'll get to your highest self and be the best person you can be. All right? So for the 500 some of y'all listening on Twitter, for the 200 some of y'all listening on Facebook, on YouTube, and the people on Facebook and on my Cardology King channel on YouTube, remember this. There are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages for those willing to pick up the game. I'm out.